Hi, good morning to everyone in Portugal or in Europe. Good afternoon for anyone in Taiwan, like Mohammad is. We will get into that later, I believe. And yeah, I suppose you're still sleeping if you are in the American continent, but you'll get the opportunity to watch this later. But thank you very much for being there. Like I said, today we have here Mohammad. He's from Iran. Right now he's in Taiwan, but he's from Iran. And yeah, I'm really happy we'll have the chance to meet him and his country as well. So Mohammad, hello. I will probably ask you to present yourself in your native tongue, which in our pre-call I found that it is Persian, and I loved it. I think it's amazing to have that contact with the past. Like everyone knows, the Persians played a big role in ancient humanity, like in the first communities, big communities that existed throughout the world, and a lot of knowledge developed from that regarding the writing and even the calculus and the numbers we still use today. So I found it funny. So I would ask you to present yourself in Persian and then to translate to English, please.
Thank you, Ricardo, for inviting me. I'm so excited to be here, actually.
Thank you.
So I'm going to introduce myself in Persian. سلام، خوب هستین؟ محمد هستم از ایران. 28 سالمه. اومدم تایوان برای ادامه تحصیل. دارم رشته ارشد تو رشته مهندسی، مهندس شیمی ادامه تحصیل میکنم. بعد من از شهری به نام گنبد کابوس در شمال ایران اونجا متولد شدم و بعد رفتم سمت تهران که مرکز استان می باشد و اونجا به اندازه 10 سال زندگی کردم و بعد دیگه قسمت شده اومدم تایوان. So that's what the Persian thing.
Yeah.
I introduced myself and where I born and how did I came to Taiwan and what I'm doing in Taiwan.
Okay. Would you like to translate more or less what you said?
I said my name and just like I'm 28 years old and where did I born, and there was in north of the country is a little town and I just moved to the city, the big city, and I just lived there for almost 10 years, and after I get the opportunity to came to Taiwan and pursue my study in master degree in chemical engineering as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing I told in Persian.
Great, great. Now
Thank you.
everyone could understand better what you said, of course. Of course, your fellows from Iran understood the first one even better, but it was nice for us to hear a bit as well. Uh, I normally
Yeah, if they
no, you can say sorry.
I'm saying if they can see this video, absolutely they will know. But it's kind of like you know, in my country, YouTube is banned. It's
Oh,
like they
okay,
have
okay.
to follow by like it's filtered, so they have to know
Yeah.
exactly. You have to capture like Persian. It's
Mm-hmm.
like hashtag Persian something like, and maybe they can follow.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Hmm.
Normally, I've been starting one of the first things I've been doing in these videos, and it's been quite fun and interesting as well
Um,
to hear the answers. Is the these
mhm.
or that questions. And
Okay.
so, if you would like, I will start with the questions. You can give a short answer, or you can develop a bit and explain why you answer that. Because normally these are quite broad questions, really subjective, and the
Hmm.
the the reflections it gets us into are normally nice. So the first question I would ask you is to be the favorite or the underdog.
Sorry,
To be
the
the
favorite?
favorite or the underdog.
Probably favorite.
Any specific reason for
So
it?
okay, being a favorite. Yeah, I always wants to be like the who wants to be wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The person is one the wanted guy, not always like to be the second one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's my stuff.
yeah, I
The
understand.
personal.
To cooperate or to compete?
Compete.
Okay. To
I'm not kind of teamwork.
yeah, yeah, I understand. Uh,
Okay.
to lie or to be lied to?
I prefer to lie.
Okay, it's at least you know what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Next.
Karaoke or disco?
Can you say it again? Sorry.
Yeah, karaoke or disco?
I really don't know these two words. It's new for me.
So karaoke is when you go out and you have the lyrics on the screen and you have to sing the songs that appear.
Oh, the
Uh,
karaoke. You mean karaoke?
yeah, sorry. And disco.
Oh,
Disco, it's to go to the club and to dance
I
to
prefer
music.
disco.
Okay.
Disco. I'm not a good singer.
Okay, so you prefer to have fun in the disco, yeah.
Yes.
Funny or smart?
Smart as well.
Okay. Wind or rain?
Rain.
It's do you like
Rain.
do you like to be one thing I normally like is when it's raining and I'm inside home or even in the car and like you feel
Mm-hmm.
comfortable and protected because you are not exposed to the rain, but at the same time it's calm. It feels calming to hear the rain fall and to be in that environment or at home or in the car. I don't know what you think about that.
You know, Taiwan is rainy country. It rains a lot. If you know that, or if you
No, no,
maybe
I
you
didn't
had it
know.
into. Oh, the Taiwanese guy you didn't talk to, use like Taiwan is all also like right now is a rainy season, June and July.
Hmm.
So we have like rains a lot in here. So that's the favorite thing that you can see most of the rainbows, most of the time rainbows and just raining, and it's my favorite. But Taiwanese guys they don't like it. Taiwanese people they just hate it to be wet
Yeah, yeah.
because of the rain. But most of the thing I don't like it because I don't like to be wet here because it's the rain is really insane. It's like raining like a shower.
Hmm.
You can take shower in the rain, yeah. But raining is makes you refresh. I
Hmm.
like it.
Yeah, I understand. Uh,
That's the point.
but between a hot sunny day and a rainy day, would you choose
Rainy,
a rainy day? Really?
rainy day. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. You don't like to feel too hot or too warm and sweating a lot because of it.
No, no, I'm not sweating.
Okay, okay. But Iran
Okay,
is
next.
Iran is quite a hot country, right?
No, Iran is like you can have the four seasons.
Okay.
Iran is like the north of the country is similar to here
Mhm.
because it rains a lot, and in the middle of the country it's like we have so many Sahara, Sahara desert,
Yeah. Yeah.
and in the south of the country, it's like more look like the Dubai. If you've been in Dubai or something like that, it's like uh, it's hot, but it's dry. Oh, it's not dry. So sorry, humid, hot and humid.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah. Uh, your connection is a little bit laggy and the sound it isn't perfect. I don't know if you can do something about it or
Ready?
yeah, yeah. Before we started the call, it was better than it is
Uh,
now.
let me. Is it good now?
The sound is better, yeah, and the image
So
probably
how's
is
my?
as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So sorry for that.
No, no, no problem. Let's move with it. Uh,
Okay.
it's, so the hero or the villain?
Hero.
Either you are. I think you can think about this question into perspectives, like uh, in yourself during life being the hero or the villain, of course, and you can also interpret like in movies if you like to watch a good hero or a good villain. If you, what would you think is better to the movie or more important? Some
You know,
people.
I'm not I'm kind of I'm not into science fiction movies like Avengers or something like that. I saw it like for one or two times, but in realistic, in real, you cannot find this kind of people. So in my idea, because I'm not kind of person who is going to dream or imagine anything. So I really like to have like I want to think in real.
Mhm.
Actually, you can be your hero.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean like you can have to save the world and you can be a hero like that in the movies. You can be hero for yourself. Like, oh, for example, I'm going to be successful in my life. I'm going to do it. You can be hero, a small hero. You don't need
Yeah.
to be a big one as the movies. So that's the point. I told you I like to be hero for myself.
But what is it to be a hero?
I mean, hero for me, in hero is like you can be a successful guy in your life. For example, uh, in your relationship, for example, in with a lady, or it can be in your job. You can be a successful. So that means for me, that one is hero. Because if you are happy in your life, so that means you did a good job and you pass everything and go through everything.
Hmm.
So I mean, for me, that means hero.
Okay. To spot every lie or to convince anyone you want.
I don't have. I don't want to convince anyone. So the first one.
Okay, okay. To be able to change the past or to always leave it like that.
To be able to change the best.
There's anything that comes up to your mind if you could change the past in some way.
Yeah, I have so many things. Just wants to do it.
But
The first thing is
yeah, you can say, you can
the
say.
first thing I want to improve myself. I think it has to be like for any person to be the best every day and learn from yesterday and do it better for future. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Yeah, but one question I can ask you in that sense is if you change the times. Of course, it depends on how you approach or think about this. But if you correct your mistakes, changing the past, it would mean that you wouldn't have made those mistakes, and you couldn't learn from it because you haven't made them. So it's quite subjective in this way. Like, of course,
Yeah, of course.
if you think about this in a sense that you would still remember the lesson, of course, it wouldn't matter. Of course, but if you would approach this in a way, if I didn't make the mistake, I wouldn't have learned the lesson. You can maybe it makes sense to accept the mistake you've made and try to be better next time, like you said. But
Yeah, of
I
course.
I noticed. No, you can say sorry.
I'm saying like you can see actually so many things in around you. For example, look at the technology that you have. For example, your cell phone. At your time right now, the cell phone is the best,
Hmm.
you know, but it's going to improve.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to be improved. It's like engineering stuff. I can say it like, okay, right now in this time, my computer, my cell phone for everything is the best, but for the next year is not the best.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
get it?
definitely. And technology has been booming a lot, and it seems
Yeah,
that more and more each time, like the velocity as it that it develops, it's been uh, being higher and higher, and probably in the future will be the same. But what I wanted to ask you as well is, I noticed that you, at least that's what I understand from what you've been saying, that you are ambitious, that you are really focusing on improving, be a better person, to do things better. Is that a common thing in Iran? The majority of people are like that, or do you think that's more a personal trait of yours that doesn't represent the Iranian
Yeah,
people?
I can say it like that because right now before we just want to have a discussion like this, I
Mm-hmm.
talked to my cousin. He was giving me ideas to how to do run a business right now. So he was like telling me, for example, his idea. Because we are helping each other to how to for example, we need someone to talk. You know, so actually, Iranian people are like this. Whenever we're going to open a business or just want to make it better,
Mm-hmm.
we are going to discuss a lot with the people who knows they are better than us.
Mm-hmm.
So we are talking, and after that, in conclusion, in after for the result, we are going to do the decision. We are kind of these people.
No, that's great. That's great. I've heard during the quarantine. I was watching some videos and some about entrepreneurship and related subjects, and some guys were saying things like that. When you have an idea, uh,
Hmm.
discuss that with your teammates. Like the idea you had, how you can improve the idea, how can you plan and execute that idea, and
Yep, of
because
course,
from that discussion you will have a much more solid and better idea in the end, or even realize that the idea wasn't so good after all. So that discussion is
of
really
course,
important, and then to execute the idea, because just to have the idea won't change anything, right? You need to execute that,
of course.
but that discussion is really important. And I was finding it funny because you had no doubt when you answered the cooperate or compete question. But I would say that that discussion is part of cooperation.
I can say it because you know why? I wanted to be leader.
Yeah.
So it's really I cannot tolerate if a person wants to if the person actually depends on the person. If the person is smart enough, I like to collaborate. But the person who is like going to be, you know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
like I don't want to say some bad things to the
Yeah.
people. Our people are everything. Our people on the world are just good. I don't want to say things, but the people have to be smart enough to collaborate.
Yeah.
If they're not,
You need to
so I want
feel
to be compete.
you need to feel that you have something to learn from them,
Yep,
or
that's the point.
that they have something to add to your knowledge or ideas.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I understand. Last question, maybe an easier one. Salty food or spicy food?
Spicy. I love it.
Great.
You know that
It's
we
common in
are in
Iran
Middle
as
East.
well to have really spicy food.
Yeah, because in some part of our country, in the east part, we are near to India, India and Pakistan. So they food almost like full of spice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the foods are so spicy. So we have this kind of dishes in our country.
And I think it's healthier than to have a really salty food, right? To have those
Yeah,
spices.
salty is not good.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
spicy is healthier.
And I think I've read online that you sell some spices in Iran that are more expensive than gold, like the price per kilo. Like I think some sort of
The spice?
caviar or even some spices.
Caviar.
And
Yeah,
I think I've also
caviar
read
expensive.
a specific spicy that was more expensive than gold per kilo.
Which one? The red one? The red?
I'm not remembering it right now. Sorry.
I just me too. Also, I'm not in kind of this business, so
Yeah, yeah, but
but I know
I
the
found it
caviar.
curious. Yeah,
Yeah, I know the caviar is really expensive
yeah,
because it's hard to extract the caviar from the fishes.
yeah. Okay, so these are that questions. Uh,
That's a nice.
so now, like I said before to you, let's talk a little bit about your country and even your experience in your country. And I have
Hmm.
three interesting starting questions.
Hmm.
The first one of them is, how do you think foreigners picture your country?
Betray?
Picture, like imagine your country when they think about it.
Oh, Yeah, tourist people.
Tourist
I
people?
guess most of the people they think the Middle Eastern they are terrorists
Oh,
and they're
tourists.
wild,
Okay.
yeah, terrorists and wild, and they think like we are just creating a bomb or creating a war,
Mm-hmm.
you know, especially in the United States. So if they say, "Oh, you're from Middle East," I don't know right now the new generation, but before, for example, maybe 10 or 20 years ago, the people are just afraid of the Middle Eastern because of I think the one accident. I don't know, I forget that one. Who was the Bin Laden? I don't know who
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the person who did that one. So after that, the people are so afraid from Middle Eastern. So they think like Middle Eastern are all of them. They wanted to war or they wanted to have like make the chaos.
Mm-hmm.
But inside the country, it's really different. We are so welcoming people, and the people are uh, so friendly, and we're not actually we just love the foreigners because uh, the things that happens in my country right now we just like abandon from any countries, so we don't have any relationship. So the things the things that we want right now just a good relationship with other countries. I'm so lucky that I'm here because I can have so many friends
Yeah.
from all over the world. My best friends right now here is American.
It's an American.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's fun. Specifically with what you just said before. It's fun. But I would like to ask you if you said that many people when they think about Middle Eastern countries and Iran in specific they think about terrorism. But have you ever so you traveled a bit out of Iran? I don't know if only to Taiwan or somewhere else. We will get into
Sorry,
that.
your voice is going to
Would you like me to repeat?
your your internet is not good.
I
Sorry,
think I think now it's better.
I think my internet or I don't have your.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better. It's better. For
Okay.
me, it's good.
Yeah. The
For me,
image.
it's good.
Yeah, your sound is good. The image is quite laggy, but I think it will get better. Let's see. Uh, but can you listen to me well now?
Can you say it again?
It's better
Sorry.
now. It's better
The
now.
question. Say same question again. Sorry,
Okay. I was
I
asking
didn't
you.
get it.
You said that
Hmm.
some foreigners, when they think about Iran, they think about terrorism.
Yeah.
And you've been outside the country, so you've had that experience of being outside. I don't know if only in Taiwan or somewhere else. We'll get into that later as well. But I was going to
Hmm.
ask you if when you've been outside and you contacted these people and talked to them, if they said something or you noticed something uh, related with what you said. Like you said that foreigners, when they think about Middle East, they think about terrorism. When you contacted these people, did you feel that uh, they were thinking about this when they met you, or was there
Um,
something that they said that showed this?
Actually, they're not going to say it exactly like you're terrorism, but the the their reaction, the way of their talking to you,
Mm-hmm.
it's just gives a little negative, negative pulse from them,
Mm-hmm.
and they just I think they don't know about my country. Maybe that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know about my country. They don't know about my people.
Yeah.
So the new generation actually, so because of we don't have any relationship with other countries right now, the situation is really tight. So the people they don't know us very much.
Mm-hmm.
So I think because of that, the people they want to they just want to deny where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So the second question I was going to ask
Mm-hmm.
was, you told me how foreigners picture your country, what they think about your country, and I was going to ask you, how do Iranians think about their country? You already said that you like to think about yourselves as some friendly people who like to receive others, but would you like to develop that a little bit more, or to have more insights about it? How do Iranians think about their country?
Cannot I cannot improve this the things. How can I say? It just uh, it's just the media. The media shows like how the countries look like.
Mm-hmm.
For example, in my country, the media is against the U.S. I'm saying it depends on the country.
Mm-hmm.
For example, in here in Taiwan, the thing like they show us good people, so not good background. That's the problem. So what can I do if they don't have any good view from my country? So it's just like they have to know. For example, they have to know me. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm the person who they know from Iran.
Yeah.
So they know how I'm look like, and they know. So from me, they can understand how the people are in my country.
Exactly. That's one of the goals I have with this channel, is to really promote that knowledge for people, to meet people from that country, and to see them, to hear their stories, what they believe, what they want to achieve in life, what they are fearful about. So that's super
Yeah, of
important.
course.
That's the biggest goal I have with the channel. But actually, my question was more related with inside your country. How do
Hmm.
Iranians think about their own country?
Most of them they don't like it because of the economic issue, because of political issue, because of the anything that happens running right now. And if you go back to our history, we had like kingdom before this Islamic Iranian. So the people for the first after revolution they just leave the country. So most of the people are right now they're living outside of the country.
Mm-hmm.
But the inside of the country, they have some people that still suffering, because actually I think no one wants to have this kind of suffering from just nothing. For example, just the stupid like religious stuff, or maybe just some people are just want to kind of they have the benefit from their power.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's running anywhere. Like maybe I can say it like Venezuela. It happens right now. The people are suffering from government.
Yeah.
But if I can say as Iranian, for a people, I'm just saying just people, not
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
anything, not politics. We are harmless people. We are not kind of the things that imagine the people are terrorism or just no, it's nothing. Terrorism as actually it comes from the government, not just from people.
Yeah.
The government are treating them as a terrorist,
Yeah.
but the normal people are so good. They're friendly, and they're just welcoming. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's great. That's great. And you said one interesting thing, that's like the the most harmful things come from the government, not the people. And in previous videos, I've been talking with other people, and we're finding this truth, that is, normally every war, every conflict starts from above, so from the governments that collide between each other, not from the people.
Yeah, of
The
course.
people are living their lives. They don't want to mess around with other people's lives somewhere else in the world. So yeah, it's definitely like that. But I had other question here prepared, related with the first two. So first I asked you, how do you think foreigners picture your country? In the second,
Mm-hmm.
I asked you, how do you think Iranians picture your country? And the third question
Mm-hmm.
I had here was, what do you think that still each side still have to learn about each other, the foreigners and the Iranians.
Oh, it's a really, really tough question. And good question. Uh, I think, how can I say? You have to see the people before you judge, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So as a Iranian here, I told you I have two or three American friends here. We
Yeah.
are so good, you know, like even we're saying each other bro, you know. So before that, he didn't know that there is a good Iranian or just like there is a nice one or just like we can hang out with each other and just like be happy together. And first thing you have, I think there is no kind of can I say there is no people who wants to make a trouble in this
Mm-hmm.
world actually. If you're happy, if you have like good enough, for example, not pressured or anything, you will not do anything bad or anything wrong. So the thing is like you have to see the people, you have to communicate with them, you have to like kind of you have to know them before you judge them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. Iranian have to see the people foreigners, and foreigners have to see the Iranians. So and then they can say, okay, this guy, for example, Iran is not good people. But if you're not in Iran, so you cannot say, okay, Iran is not good.
Yeah.
And Iranian also, they cannot go to the other countries, so they cannot say, okay, USA is not good.
Yeah. Totally.
That's it.
Yeah. I think I've heard somewhere else that hate is born from ignorance. I think I've heard that
Hmm.
somewhere else. I don't know if you agree with that sentence, but it goes more or less along with what you said. To you
Yeah.
are fighting that hate. We
Mm,
advising people to get to know each other, and if they
yep.
get to know each other, they see that there's nothing to hate. There's only something to engage in to enjoy each other's knowledge and presence, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, Another question. Tell me a
Okay.
situation you lived that you think really represents your country.
Right now, the situation
Sorry?
or before? I'm saying the right now situation or when I lived in my country.
That you lived in your country, maybe. Yeah.
What kind of situation? You mean
Like
the?
some situation you
Can you
live,
specify?
some situation you live that you would think, oh, this is really Iran. Like something like this really would happen in Iran. Iranian people are really like
Oh,
this.
okay. You know, our culture is like more into to being with each other. You know, it's like we are gathering. We have some kind of so into relationship. You know, we have so many cousins and so many, for example, friends, and we have to hang out each other and do fun stuff or going to, for example, be with each other all the time. You know, going to treat or something like that.
Hmm.
We do kind of these kind of things a lot in the country. So we are just not kind of person who just always like be alone or I saw here more, you know, in Asia. The people
Hmm.
are always like using their cell phone. They don't care about their friends or just not talking, just like typing, doing searching in Facebook, Instagram. We do these kind of things, but not so much. We are just into the relationship. We are the people who just have the activity, go outside, you know, enjoy your nature, enjoy the atmosphere with your friends, talking, this kind of things.
Hmm.
That's the thing I missed here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's. Yeah, I understand. And there's any story you would like to share from those experiences you had in Iran?
Mm, yeah, I can say this kind of one story when I had camping outside in the jungle. So we decided to live in for one night, and that was the first and the last one. And in the midnight, we just three friends. We are tenting, we just camping and live in a tent. So we were just the beginning one, we didn't have any experience to live in
Hmm.
the jungle before, so we didn't know how to be able to protect from the wild animals. So at the night was like around I think 2 or 3 a.m. That was so dark. Living in jungle is like is there is no light at
Yeah.
dark at nights. So just like me and my friend was just in a 3 a.m. in the morning. We were just like adult. We were in like kids. So it sounded like something around us, something around us, and then just we so afraid. Just like we assumed like there's a ghost at the beginning. And then I noticed when it's time to get up, like three also animals. There's some animals that were curious, just looking at the tents and like the fox and what's the name of the wild pig? The wild pig one? I don't know. I don't remember the name of the wild
Uh,
pig.
the I don't know if you
That
can.
were snitching around the
I
tent.
don't.
So just like we assume they're going to attack us.
I don't
The
know.
wild one, they have like kind of I don't remember. I don't remember English. But anyway, they have my voice,
Yeah,
my
I
picture.
don't know. I don't know if you are listening to me well. I was having some trouble to fully understand the story because this was lagging a bit, especially more in the end of the story. But from what I
How
understood,
how is it? How is it?
now
How
it's
is it
good.
now?
Now
Right
it's
now
good.
it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was telling you, we were just like camping outside of the city in the jungle, and the animals wants to like come inside the tent, and just like we thought like it's like a ghost around us, and we just assume and just afraid, and we couldn't sleep. And after that, just like the some animals, the fox and the wild pig one, that was snitching around, is like looking around, and just like they think like something food. They were looking for food actually. They didn't notice we are in the tent.
yeah,
So in that time is so I was like we were just thinking a lot of things like ghost, or maybe lion, or maybe tiger, because we have tiger, lion in tiger, actually not lion, tiger in jungles.
yeah,
So we just like become white.
yeah, yeah. But why did you go camping in the jungle in the first place?
So
Because it seems quite
that's the
dangerous
point,
when I
is
think
like
about it.
when you're doing the activities, yeah, when you're going to when you in a moment, you feel it's like, oh man, it's really dangerous. But now I'm telling the story for you, it's like, okay, maybe just come and go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but it's a story you have to tell now, and everything went well, fortunately. Apart from a bad night
I
of
think
sleep, but
mhm.
okay. Do you listen to me?
I already have my voice.
Okay, it's
Do you
okay
have me
now.
now?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have me? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Uh, what I was going
I
to ask
I
you.
guess it's about the internet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
No, there's nothing you can do about it. Don't worry. Uh,
Okay.
what is it about Iran that only the locals know?
Ancient places.
Ancient
The
places.
ruins that you saw that. Yeah. And some really historical places in my country that's for example located into cave in the cave, and in you have to like hike, for example, maybe so so many meters or maybe kilometers up to mountain, and you can find these kind of caves and like historical places, historical places, or the village, or some villages, and you have to be exactly Iranian. Otherwise, you need a guide to guide you.
Yeah. What do you like the most about these historic places, or what was the most interesting thing you've learned from visiting these places?
And you will know that some people they will live before you. As the point is, there was like nation. Uh, I like history because I wanted to know where I came from. So
Mm-hmm.
who was my people? It's funny. Mm, who the person who was the founder of the Persian kingdom?
Mm-hmm.
He was a Greek. He was a Greek guy.
Oh, I didn't
I
know that.
didn't know that before. Yeah, he was a Greek
Yeah.
from Greek. So he married this lady and came to the area, and he established the Persian kingdom. That was the name was Perseus. Perseus, and the people who was following this guy was yeah, they were calling Persian because of his name was Perseus.
Okay.
So actually, we came from yeah, we started from the Greek, so the Greek
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the founder of Persia, Persian kingdom. So
Interesting.
that was interesting. Yeah. If you
Nice.
go back to the history, you can find yourself. Where are you from? Actually, all people are connected to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All people in the world, they are connected. We're not like kind of okay. So you're Portuguese, I'm Iranian. We don't have any connection. No, I don't think so. In
Yeah.
some case, you will have some connection.
There was some time ago a really interesting video. It was an ad. It was an advertisement, but a really interesting video spamming on YouTube that was about some
Mhm.
guys that did some genetic code testing, and it was but
Oh yeah, I saw that.
it had a great message. Like, I love this guy that, oh, I hate people from that country, I really don't like them, and then he had a big percentage of the genetic code that was from that country. It was that
Yeah,
area in the globe, so it was really funny, and it shows what you said, that we are all connected, that we share our past, like the Greek guy that came to Persia, or that founded the Persians. So it's really interesting, and goes along with that advertisement.
yeah, I like that advertisement as well. I saw it. Yeah, we are connected. We're not like kind of okay. You absolutely you're Portuguese, or the American. They're absolutely American. No, man, it's like
Then
from
I
place
would
it
ask you to
just
repeat
starts. The
because
people are the human are that starts to spread. Oh, do you have my voice now?
maybe, can you repeat?
Maybe
Yeah, better now.
right now it's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm saying the whole generation, the whole human, it started from the first place, and we just start to spread all over the world.
Hmm.
So the thing, the founder of my country or the founder of that region, he was a Greek. So we started from that part.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 It's like that. Uh, in your view, what's tell me something that makes your country special. Something that your country has to offer that other countries may haven't, or at least that you particularly like.
I'm sorry, I lost your voice. Can you say it again? Sorry, I lost your
Okay.
voice. Now it's okay. Can you tell me?
It's okay now.
Yeah, just tell me again.
Okay. So the question I was asking you is, in your
Mm-hmm.
opinion, what makes your country special in the way that it's something that you think it's different from anywhere else, or at least that you particularly like in your country?
I can say the culture.
Hmm.
It's like
Tell us about
we
it.
are so traditional. We are so traditional people, you know, and still we have like kind of tradition kind of things. Like we still on we still like that. For example, the music stuff and the
Hmm.
food and the people how they wear the clothes, and also the big history that you know that. And the things like I like it because if you, for example, go to US,
Hmm.
the people in US they don't know what kind of they don't know what's their for example history. They just know they're just immigrants. Most of them are immigrants. I think they just immigrant from from Europe or from some places. But
Hmm.
we have a history, so we can refer to our history. We can say, okay, in some decades or in some centuries, we did these kind of things. For example, we have been like this. So we can admire that one, you know.
Yeah.
So I like it.
I read that Iran is one of the oldest countries in the world, if I'm right.
Yeah, it's like kind of it's like kingdom, you know. It's like China, and you know China has history as well. China and also Rome, I think
Mm-hmm.
right now the Rome, Greek, you know, they're all just like a big historical places.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay. Uh, I don't know if we should probably move to talk a little bit about other countries as well, but
Hmm.
I don't know if there's any last thing before moving on you would like to add about your country.
The funny thing is like we were the uh, the first nation that invent alcohol. You know,
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
yeah, you
And
can
and
search it actually
and the writing as well,
in
because if you came
seventh
from the
century,
if you came from the Persians,
17th. Yeah, yeah,
if you came from the Persians, you invented the writing, and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the numbers we use today. But no, that was, yeah, it was the numbers as well.
Calculating, you know,
Yeah,
calculation.
that's a huge gift your ancestors gave to all of us.
Yeah, I'm proud of that. And
Yeah,
also the alcohol, man.
yeah.
Alcohol is in 17th century, invented by my people. The one person who was like the genius one, the scientist. And the funny thing right now is like we cannot drink alcohol in the country because of the Muslim stuff.
Yeah.
And it's funny, you know, we create that, you
Yeah.
know, and we cannot drink it. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, you
There's
get
some
it.
funny side to it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
There's a problem from being Muslim.
Okay. Nice one. Moving on. I have one question
Um,
here prepared. There is, if your best friend was thinking about visiting foreign countries,
uh-huh.
supposing he's a Iranian and he never left Iran as well yet, at
Yeah,
least,
yeah,
what
of
would you
course.
say to him before he visited
Which
another country?
country? Or just,
It's
oh,
just
I'm
he
saying
was
like
thinking about,
advice.
yeah, he was think
For example, advising.
uh yeah, I would ask you
So
that next,
giving,
but what would you say for him before he left, or if he was thinking about doing that?
I will tell, I will tell him or tell her, just say
Mm-hmm.
goodbye to your friends because you will never see them.
Really?
Because being out of the country, yeah. Right now it's Corona, you can see it, yeah. In the
Yeah.
Corona, I cannot see them. So it's like for me, it's really the thing is I missed my, for example, parents. I miss my friends. I miss my families, friends, everything. So I did say goodbye to some of them, but still I didn't say goodbye to all of them. So right now, just because of the situation, it's really bad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first thing. And the second thing is like they will find the good people outside, more than because we are Iranian, we are just assumed like because the media, the thing that people outside is not good enough, so we are just and I think it's all over the world, but it's wrong. I will tell them, don't listen to these people, don't listen to the media. Just go wherever you want. That's the thing.
Yeah, great, great message. But just because of what you said, are you thinking about returning to Iran in the future or not? Because you said that you needed to say goodbye, that you would never see your friends again.
Yeah, in some case, people actually, the truth is, the people they don't want to be in that country because of the government. But
Okay.
the people like me, I'm like kind of, uh, that I'm kind of ambitious person.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for the opportunity, nice opportunity. So I came to Taiwan to pursue my goals. So I'm still looking for um, a nice opportunity to improve myself.
Yeah.
So the thing is like in that country, because right now the economy is everything is not good. So the people are looking for the country to can they can pursue their career or pursue their goals. But if everything is be all right, yeah, why not? Who wants to go outside? They want to live their own country. That's the thing that I
Mm-hmm.
told you.
Yeah, I understand. Definitely.
Yep.
One question: what
Uh-huh.
is there still to see in the world for you?
What's the still the things? I didn't get it. Sorry.
Uh, what is there still to see in the world for you?
Oh, I still want to explore more. Do you have my voice?
Yeah, yeah, I have not the image but the voice.
Okay.
Now I have both.
Okay. Okay. That's good. The first thing, I want to go to China. I want to see the Great Wall, and I want to travel more. I want to see more people, more culture, more countries, and yeah, I want to explore the world. I want to see why we are here. I want to see. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what have you visited so far? You visited Iran, of course. You are from there, and Taiwan,
Turkey,
Turkey. Okay.
Taiwan, Turkey because it's near to my country, and I went to Dubai as well.
Mm-hmm.
These three countries right now.
Okay. You say
Before Corona,
yeah.
sorry.
No, no. You can develop if you want.
Before the Corona, I was trying to go Japan. I was trying to go Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines. So Corona is just ruined my schedule.
Yeah, just putting everything for a close future, but not right now.
Yeah, of course.
I have one question to ask you. Is you said that
Okay.
you want to travel and explore more of the world to find out what we are doing here. Uh, I would
Yeah.
like to ask you, from what you've seen so far, what did you learn related to that?
The thing is like the people are have their own life. In other words, it's like you cannot say okay they're different. For example, Asian. I thought like Asian are different from us, so I think they have like different lives. They came here as I thought that oh they're just routine life. They just like follow their step. They follow the things that we are doing in my country. There's nothing special actually. So
Mm-hmm.
just like every people are just like they're they're doing their daily life. So they're doing their daily stuff. So nothing special. The thing special is just like the people, the difference. For example, the different looking, the
Mm-hmm.
different kind of living. That's the thing. But the people are same. The people are still looking for doing their daily stuff. you know,
Yeah.
just living same, but people are different. That's it.
Yeah.
The
Nice.
concept is same, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Understand. Understand. Yeah. That's what I try to share with this channel as well. Like I usually say, we are all humans. We all have dreams, ambitions, fears, people we love, things we still want to do. So it's the same. We just have different cultures and different environments, but the in depth we are really similar.
Yep.
Okay. I had one thing. Can you listen to me?
Yeah. I just
I had one
right now it's
funny
okay.
thing to ask you. You said to me in the pre-call, not today, 2 days ago when we did the pre-call, that when you moved to
Mm-hmm.
Taiwan, you felt a cultural shock. And I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to ask you if you would like to specify a little bit what were the things that were more difficult to adapt and why, and how are things nowadays?
That was the food.
The
The
food.
food, yeah, is really important. You know,
Yeah.
for us, our food is so tasty and lots of flavors. You know, lots of like good tastes and the good shape. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but in Asia, they don't care. You know, food is food. They don't care. There's like they don't care about taste. They just like cook everything and just like mixing everything. So I think in my idea, uh, if you come from Middle East, so the first thing is food. Food is so important for you guys, and I couldn't find any Middle Eastern good restaurant here in Taiwan.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe I would
the
like
big
to
problem.
develop that because I remember when I talked with people from Asia and Taiwan in specific. I
Uh-huh.
think if I remember well, they said to me that their food was really good. But I think I understand why it's that different because I think the type of flavors you are used to are different from the ones they are used to in Taiwan. Because if I remember
Yep.
well, their food is not so much based on spices that would add too much flavor to the meal you are having. It's more related with the equilibrium of flavors. So it's not to have an intense flavor in your mouth, maybe. It's more about to feel the equilibrium of flavors, and it's a different way of appreciating food.
And it's not so healthy, you know. It's they cook with so much oil. They use so much oil. For example, chicken they use like floating in oil, you know, the
Yeah.
chicken stuff, and you will feel it when you eat the chicken or everything. You feel oh my
But
god, it's
but are you
so much
talking
oil.
but are you talking about fast food restaurants or restaurants in general?
No,
Because
no, 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 no. Just general because we have like kind of pick up foods. Yeah, in the street you can like have kind of we have like you know night markets in here in
mm-hmm.
Asia. So the people can like have kind of selecting from you know outside the food that you want, and there's so much oily, and also the food they have, for example, they call it Nyomian, you know, it's like beef noodle. It says beef
Mm-hmm.
noodle. Beef noodle is okay. Beef noodle is compared to the other food is okay. For example,
Yeah.
they cook the vegetable. You know, you're not
Mm-hmm.
cooking vegetable at all. You just eat the vegetable, like for example, make it a salad or it's like that. You know, it's like side
Mm-hmm.
dishes. So they cook everything.
Yeah.
Taiwanese is like Chinese. They cook everything. And
Yeah.
the thing is, I don't like it. You know, but still, I just I become more kind of I'm not kind of picky guy.
Yeah.
I like the food here. I'm not saying the bad thing to Taiwanese. So
Yeah.
Taiwanese are they have some nice foods, nice, great. I like it. But when I came here for first week, yeah, I had this kind of problem.
Yeah. Understand.
I get used to it.
Nice. It would be really fun to hear what Yoon from Taiwan, when I interviewed her, would have to say,
Uh-huh.
and how you two would discuss it. Would be really fun. But not in a bad way, in a good way, I mean it. But
Yeah.
what I was going to ask you, if so, you talked about the food was difficult to adapt, and what other thing? I suppose it was not just the food.
Yeah. Mm. Weather is okay. Oh, weather in summer is so humid. You know, right now it's summer.
Mm-hmm.
Weather is so humid, and because it's like tropical. You know, Taiwan is like tropical. It's like can I say
Mm-hmm.
lower than the sea. So the most of humid
Yeah.
that inside absorb in the sea, absorb in the sea. So they feel so much like
Can you try to
sweating a
repeat,
lot
please?
when
Sorry.
you're walking on the street, and the weather is annoying. Because of the tropical, the
Mm-hmm.
city is like involved in a valley, so it's like the humid in just absorbed in the city. So it is when you're going to walk on the street, so you're sweating a lot.
Yeah.
That's a problem
Yeah.
for me, not for Taiwanese.
Yeah, they are used to it. Okay. Maybe moving towards the end of the video. Are you listening to me?
So
Okay. I was
do you have
saying
me? Do you have me? Okay.
maybe moving towards the end of the video, I would just ask you some ending questions, like to finish, more personal
Mm-hmm.
ones. What
Okay.
what makes a day meaningful? I'm not asking about life in general, but a day.
A day.
What makes a day meaningful?
Every day. Every day have to be new for me.
Okay.
That's enough, or just have to experiment
No,
more.
I was. You say that a meaningful day is a day with something new, basically.
Yeah, something new.
In
Have to
what
be new.
way? Something you've never experienced, something you've never learned.
It could be everything. For example, I don't want to repeat. I don't want to repeat my day. For
Mm-hmm.
example, yesterday has to be different from today.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't want to. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't like to have a routine. You like to improvise a bit,
Just
and
move.
yeah, understand.
Yep, of course.
Otherwise, it would seem like a repetition of yesterday.
Yeah, that's the point.
Okay. Actually, this leads me to a nice question. That is, if anything good repeated too much becomes not so good
Worse.
anymore. Yeah, not so good
Yeah.
anymore. Because, like, if you could, for imagine, there's something you really love to do. If you think about doing it daily, if you would get bored with it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I need to change. I need to change every day.
Okay. Okay, I understand. And now the second question I had here was, what is a bad day and how you approach it?
Bad day in my life or here. Can you make
In
it
general, yeah. Like, what is something that you would call a bad day?
the
Like, oh,
bad
today is being a bad day,
day?
and how do you approach those days?
Oh, for example, yeah, for example, I'm right now a student. Yeah, when my
Yeah.
professor who tells like annoying. I think I have kind of thing supervisors. Oh my god, they just some days they just like they're going to ruin you. You know, just like smash you,
Mm-hmm.
saying, "Oh, you didn't good thing. You have to do it a lot." And it's like that days like make me think a lot because
Yeah.
I don't want to hear bad words. You know, from the professors. That's not a good day for me.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely,
And how do you approach those days? Because we have to go through them, basically.
I have to work harder,
Yeah.
make it better.
Just to resist and to continue to move forward.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Uh, do you like the person you see in the mirror?
Sorry.
I was asking you if do you like the person you see in the mirror?
Yeah, a lot. I love him.
But in what way? What is it that you like the most about you?
You have to love yourself. Otherwise, you cannot live. You know, you have to believe in yourself. You have to. It's like I want to have a good example. If you don't like yourself, you will never be successful. You know, look at Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the best player in the world right now. He believed himself. You know, he loved himself. Now he become a
Yeah.
big person in the world. So every day when you're going to see you in the mirror, you have to say, "Oh, I love you." You know, you have to love yourself and you have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
That's the point to be happy.
Yeah. And, I believe that because the first step in to do something is to believe you can do it. Because if you don't believe you can do it, you won't do it because you just don't believe it's possible. And then if you believe you can
Yep.
do it, you will look for ways to do it and work towards that goal. It's the first step is to believe. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people that don't believe in themselves, and I think that limits them a lot and takes away from them great opportunities that they might have. And yeah, I really believe in what you said. And I found it funny that you brought the Portuguese example. It was funny. Uh,
Mm,
but yeah, like Cristiano Ronaldo's mindset, it's incredible, incredible, and it's
mm.
his ambition is something remarkable. Like all the things he's won so far, and he still wants more and more, and he's still as
Yep.
motivated as he was in the first day. It's incredible. It's incredible. What is the story you tell yourself about who you are?
It's really hard. What can I say now? What kind of story? I mean, you mean like the story from my years?
Yeah,
You mean this kind of thing?
when you think about your life and you create a plot around it, like the story of your life or the story of who you are and what you're doing here, which story do you tell yourself about who you are?
Uh,
Like if you had to create a movie
uh,
about you, what would be the story about? Or but in a realistic way, like
okay, okay. The story will be like the person from zero who suffers a lot and one have ambitious and wants to be big.
mm-hmm.
You know, the story is be similar like Cristiano Ronaldo again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
Yeah.
really admire him. He was really nothing. From nothing he become big. So I really admire. I have just this kind of things I can approach to, you know. But I have so many cases. But the thing, the person who I know in your country, that's Cristiano Ronaldo. But I have so many people that
Mm-hmm.
I can say like, for
Yeah.
example, Bill Gates. You know, he was suffering at
Mm-hmm.
the beginning. So not right now he become a so billionaire guy. Have like ambitious. Just you have to go for it. You know,
Yeah.
without any giving up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the big story.
It's funny what you said because the story you tell yourself about who you are
Mm,
is much of an underdog story that becomes not an
mm,
underdog anymore. But I'm finding it funny with the answer you said before that you like to be the favorite and not the underdog.
yep.
But I find it funny that you like that you started as an underdog, but you are trying to not be one anymore and to be the favorite now. Like it happened with the people you said before. Like maybe they were underdogs at the time in their lives, but now they
No, I didn't
are
say underdog. I said I want to be favorite. I want to be the favorite one. If you
exactly,
remember.
exactly.
Yep.
But I noticed you liked that liked not. Oh, I really wanted it to be like this way. No, you didn't want it to be that way, but it was. But you are more proud of yourself now because yo, I came from there. I came from an underdog position or for a position of suffering and difficulty
Yeah,
to
of
the
course.
position I am today and what I'm striving for now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. I would ask you to leave a final message to the people watching.
The
Uh,
first thing I want to ask you is it the bridge in back of me, the San Francisco Bridge?
I'm not sure. You know, I was looking at that bridge and I was having doubts. I think it's the
Yeah,
San
it's like I was like looking.
it's a San Francisco bridge. I'm sure, but in Portugal we have in Lisbon a really similar bridge that is beautiful as well. That is the 25th of April bridge. Um,
Oh, really?
yeah, it's a beautiful bridge. I can send you pictures of it that is are really nice, and it's
Okay.
similar to that one in your background, the San Francisco Bridge. Like, I have to have a proper look at them before I decide if it's one or another. But in that case, it seems like the San Francisco Bridge.
Yeah, I just randomly pick up this one, So I
Yeah,
was like curious what kind of bridge is in behind me.
yeah. I think it's a San Francisco Bridge, but we have a similar one in Portugal. I can send you a picture afterwards.
Okay, thank you.
It's a
So
beautiful
what I
bridge.
have to say,
There's but
sorry.
before you say that, there's a really beautiful place in Lisbon to be during the sunset.
Uh-huh.
Is in a square that is really well known in Lisbon. It's an historical place, and it's
Mhm,
really close to the river. It's in front of the river basically, and there
mhm,
you can see the sunset in the background with the beautiful bridge, the 25th of April bridge there as well. With the other side of the river, the land from the other side of the river there, we also have a monument in the other side of the river that really stands out in that background, and it's a beautiful place to be during a summer sunset.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
I
is.
would I would say like if I have any opportunity to come to Europe, I will definitely visit Portugal because I have a friend in Portugal as well. Joel.
Yeah,
So yes, I'm looking forward. I just wanna leave. Just wanna finish this Corona.
yeah, yeah. I understand.
It's a bad
Uh,
time.
but like I was saying to you, the video is almost ending. We've had a lot of fun, but I was going to ask you to leave a final message to the people watching.
The funny message.
A
What kind of
final.
funny message? A final message.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. The final message would be like, we are all human. We are we have our we are all have our lives in our country, in other country. It doesn't mean okay. The countries is just a location. It's just a place you live there. But the the human being is the same. It doesn't mean so I'm from Asia or from US, so I'm better than the other countries. No, it's not like that. You born in US and this guy is born in Asia. So we are all human. That's the point.
Great.
That's all the message.
Great message. I just have one final question that I like to ask
Thank you.
in the end of the videos, which
Thank
is,
you.
what would your really old self tell to your current version of yourself? When I say really old self, I mean like 90 something years old. You've lived the whole life, and now you have the opportunity to talk with the current version of yourself. And what would you say to you?
I'm right now 28. So you mean 10 years ago or 20 years ago? 20 years ago, I was a kid.
No,
You mean 10 years ago?
what I meant is like the really old version of yourself, like when you have 90 something years old, not 9 but 90.
The
Imagine or
old,
imagine you are
okay,
100 years old. You lived that long,
okay. The
and
old version of me, okay. I'm so mature enough. I'm very smarter. And in that time, I was like, actually, I was dreaming. I was dreaming to be successful when I was at around 11 or 12 years old. Even I was discussing with my mother and my father. One day I will leave the country, because I wanted to explore the world.
mhm,
In the beginning, age of 12, I was like telling to my parents, I want to explore the world. I want to go San Francisco and back to me.
mhm,
I was just telling my family one day I will be in this bridge, just take a picture. Now it's the bridge behind of me. Yeah, I was telling to my parents, to my relatives, one day I will go explore the world, and I just start. I start to explore, and I
Yeah,
did it.
yeah,
So still so many things to have to do.
yeah. I understand that, and I find it awesome. But what I was asking you was like,
The
if
old of me.
yeah, if your old version, like a 90 something years old or a 100 years old guy, your version with 100 years old, had the opportunity to talk with your nowadays version, like to talk to you right now, what would you say to you? Like,
Oh,
what would you with 100 years tell it to you now?
oh, you're just imagining. Oh,
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
saying like right now. Okay, now I get it. Oh, okay. I I will tell myself just live whatever you want. You
Yeah,
know, you know what I mean. Live your day.
yeah,
Don't don't ever think about your future. The future will come to you. Just live your moment.
yeah,
That will be my old version.
yeah. Yeah, that's good
Am I
advice.
give the right answer?
Yeah, yeah, great advice actually, and it goes along well with your ambition. Like keep being ambitious, but be calm that
You
everything
still.
will be good. We just have to focus on the day to day, and the future will come. Okay,
Yeah, of course.
thank you very much once more. It was great having you here. I loved our conversation. I hope everyone there as well liked. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. We would love to answer them. And yeah, I think we'll be back next week with another country. And yeah, I hope you are enjoying these videos. Feel free to leave in the comments what you think about the videos. Feel free to share them with the friends if you like these videos and you think there's something to learn from them and a good message to take from them. And yeah, like I said before, once more, thank you very much to Mohammad. It was great to get to know him. He's a really friendly guy.
Thank you too much.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
And yeah, I'll see you all around. And until a further opportunity. Goodbye, guys.
Adios.